face-to-face right now. ChrisCCH, Liquid Nephew in the building right now. Two of the finest the West Coast have to offer. Going to be going at it in grand finals. I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
It feels good to see these two in particular face off against each other.
Agreed.
Because it could spark the beginning of another rivalry within the West Coast, right? ChrisCCH and Nephew, this is not the first time that we've seen them in a grand final scenario in the history of Street Fighter. Let's get right into it. This is grand finals time. ChrisCCH sitting on the winner's side. Nephew with a very impressive run coming in from the losers at the very beginning of our top 8.
That's right. Nephew, long road. Getting into this one.
Oh
boy. He looks pretty locked in, eh? ChrisCCH on the other end has quite a short road. Started top 8 winners, actually had a 3-0 winners finals over Samurai as well. Got to be feeling real confident in this one, but Nephew, best believe, is warmed up. He tried what he did to Samurai before. The whip flicker into the DI. Nephew this time reacting with the double screen freeze.
Brother, that's so much damage going into a level 1 as well. Did you see that? That was about like 30 to 35%.
When then he put the E-brake on, pumped it right before throw range. Oh, wait a minute, though. The flicker is going to start bullying. You see even the spacing traps after blocked flicker ChrisCCH has on deck? Give me a break, bro. Oh, he's got level 2 as well.
Was that intentional?
Oh, I don't know, but he tried to stick in a little DI reset right there, but Nephew protecting himself again and then putting away any level 1 wake-up response with the projectile meaty. So smart.
Multiple ways to get that checkmate, even if they do have that meter. Very, very smart decision making from Nephew. Actually, just good recognition of the scenario to throw out that fireball. Oh my!
Over the fireball we go, fam. Oh, desynced. Yes, give me my meter, give me my damage. Oh, we whiffed the jab. Oh, he tried to get a little funky, or I was gonna say funky and fancy at the same time.
I like funky.
Funky, a little funky conversion right there.
Fanky could work.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of that.
I like that one.
Fanky Kong, huh?
Let me see. ChrisCCH also. That meaty fireball is so good from Ed.
Oh, hit that!
Oh, my lord!
You don't even need to spend the bar.
Tore her ACL with that fierce punish. My goodness.
You get more off of that as well towards the end of it too. Yeah. That's a lot of health damage. A lot of extra damage, excuse me.
I love the combos and creative expression freedom Ed has. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite characters.
Oh, boy.
Stop all of that. Yeah, you know, Ed might be pretty decent against Juri because of that. Forgot about that one.
Man, what a jerk. He just called you a dummy. Oh.
That's what we talked about before, right? If you try to, like, parry OS out of somebody just charging flicker in your face, the two-step in and out, my goodness, bro, your ankles, you are on the hardwood right now.
Brother.
ChrisCCH going up 1-0 off that.
I can see it right now. There's actually in the lore in the street fight because they're at the Blanca stage. Juri's foot just gets caught in between the gap of the bridge. And then all you hear is, "You're mine!" It's just an uppercut right in the jaw. Jesus.
Oh, my. ChrisCCH. What a way to put himself on the board to start grand finals. Nephew, though, responding in kind, has already taken away over half his life. Just 10 seconds in. Look at that. Applying the pressure, still a little micro walk back right there, countering the micro walk forward from Chris. Yeah.
Brother, why not? Yeah, no, I think that's totally valid.
Try to DI me back, see what happens.
Even trying to parry me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I have so much life behind me anyway. I'll take that risk. If anything, if you parry it, you hit me, I'm building more meter. I don't care.
Yeah, who cares, right? Exactly. Like, I'll just have more meter for this next round because I'm still going to win this one. Both trying to get into me with the flicker of the snatch.
Even off of the Pierces 2 initially. Dang, what flicker? This one?
Nephew calling it out. Remember, the flicker block strings are susceptible to DI. There's just so many ways to vary it that it's very difficult to catch that at high level. But Nephew nonetheless finds it. Gotta represent. That's plus. I was gonna say plus and burnout. Boom! The jump forward, jump medium kick. A rare sight.
Gotta hold all of that too. Yeah, you're in the trap. You're in the web. Up until that point now, the escape from Nephew.
The neutral jump, that was so disciplined from Nephew, not pressing anything in the air. The perfect parry on the flicker. No bully games here. Nothing for free.
What do you do about this too? Tick throw back into the corner now. ChrisCCH does have the meter too. Still close enough to at least apply pressure, but he kill rushes backwards. Ugh, you thought you could try to get a grab from that close. Nephew's done a really great job of masking his intentions behind the strike throw game. I think it's basically off of the distance that he leaves himself at that's really caught ChrisCCH off guard.
Exactly. It hasn't been a lot of walkbacks, right? Like traditional throw bait shimmy attempts, you want to call them. It's really been like where he's ended his pressure.
Right, yeah.
It's very, very sick to see. I like that a lot.
That's hard to do.
It
That's so
is.
hard to implement. It's so hard to practice because you can't control the variable of your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that Nephew has been recognizing all these moments and being able to make the most of them, it's super, super skilled.
Turns the wall still. Don't get thrown.
And again, like just bad dashing, finding himself out of flicker range. Doesn't get sniped that time though. Try to perfect parry it, but subjected to the plus frames. Subjected to the plus frames again.
Trying to catch CCH, possibly trying to jump out of there. Nephew being able to spend the bar too. He could have extra damage. Yeah, he chooses to hold it either way because, to be honest with you, I think if he didn't, I don't know if Ed would have survived or not. So, way to guarantee that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't take the stocks with you till the next round anyway.
Boy. Imagine if you could, though.
I know. Dive kick, baiting out the DP attempt. Oh, the level 1 confirm off the fireball clipping. I like this. Nephew just squeezing every bit of damage he can get. Chris getting knocked down again at the full hall. Oh, just a walk under though. So calm, cool, and collected from ChrisCCH. Desynced up. Oh yeah. My man consistent with the desync part. Oh, the uppercut, not so much.
That was kind of tough, too. He was like behind the body.
It was, yeah. It was awkward spacing from where he started it. Oh no, Nephew recognizing the spacing on that one again, and we've talked about it. His spacing has been so on point all top 8. You see it on display yet again.
Do you think it had to do with the interaction towards the end? It was like the third to last hit from the light. It was a counter hit.
I think so.
I think it was the cause of the pushback that allowed that gap to occur against ChrisCCH.
For the third jab to actually whiff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're correct, honestly.
Which is a kind of classic strat. I feel like that's been like exposed pretty early on in the life cycle of Street Fighter, I think Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
actually.
in 5, the counter hit pushback was like such a big thing. That people like deliberately went for it at certain ranges to kind of throw your follow-up off. We got to parry all that. Nice and disciplined follow-up to ChrisCCH. Oh my goodness.
I love that. It's so cool looking.
The blitz into like the quick little DP after. Wiggle.
It feels like a nice 4-piece, man. I think I'd get knocked out by that.
You know what I'm saying? Little box combo.
Well, who am I saying? What am I saying, I should say? Ed would hit me with like probably his pinky and knock me out. So next week. Hold it!
I was going to say, who's going to break first? Damn, I can't believe we recovered in time from that. Even that jump forward. Not quick enough to punish the flicker.
Let the fireball do the talking, let the drive rush do the walking, but no, the level 1, no fear.
Okay.
Coming in from Nephew.
Yeah, exactly. That is a little scary to do against Ed because like if he just like stopped his pressure with flicker does beat level 1, so it counts as a projectile. So keep that in mind. But Nephew doesn't matter. He's bulldogging his way in there to tie up via game 4.
Going into it though, ChrisCCH again a very aggressive start in this game, but we're possibly looking at a reset from Nephew. We'll see if ChrisCCH can have an answer for it. No level 3, but still this pretty much enforcing the point in the corner. It was very, very short-lived. Excuse me, Nephew finding his way out already. Take throw.
And this isn't that bad. Like if you're Ed in the corner here, when you got a level 2, it's honestly not that bad. Because like that gives you an opportunity to get the full corner carry desync off. Especially when you got 3 bars, you're gonna build to another level 2 if you get it off right, honestly.
That's such a wild thing to say, but it's so true too. It's like, yeah, put me in the corner. If I land this heavy punch into OD Blitz, you're mine.
You're dead, bro. And right here, we're gonna see him in the corner again, threatening with the flicker. And Nephew, he even backs off a little bit, but gets opened up. What a low crush on that fireball attempt. And Chris is gonna go into the level 3, get as much damage from this call out as possible. Gonna put it on the verge. Yes, indeed.
And burnout.
Oh man, Nephew, how do you survive this one? How do you avoid the chip? He baited him out with that level 1 right there. Beautiful stuff from Chris. Showing Nephew the startup of the fireball a couple of times. You knew what he wanted to respond with.
Nice work overall from ChrisCCH. He's not going to be one to kind of like overextend when he has the lead. He understood the situation very well and made the right adjustments, or at least the right reads, in regards to what Nephew wanted to do to bust out. And already off to a fantastic start. So many heavies on the way over, being able to end with a heavy blitz, forward throw. Look at the amount of damage taken already within 14, 15 seconds.
Those first bugs are pretty good, man.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And get up in the face again, or we'll immediately try to take the turn back. Oh, and the stand fierce. I don't need a flicker on this bad boy. It does enough damage. Didn't get the right follow-up, though, on the kill rush.
It's a great chance to turn it all around for Nephew. Especially with close to 2 bars, you still get to bully ChrisCCH while he's in burnout. His defensive tactics are not going to be available.
Whoa. Oh my, Nephew again, like we said, will not be deterred. Persevered through all the nonsense to find the DI.
That was actually pretty sick. The
was.
jumping from ChrisCCH and a fadeaway jump back still clipping Juri was, I haven't seen that before.
Definitely not. There we go, Chris. He's going to be able to let the level 2 off here. And this is at 3 bars. He's in a little funky spot, so maybe he didn't even try the desync. Just got the knockdown, got the damage. I might have just messed it up. Either way, crouch medium punch. We find the open up. Drive rush cancel, follow up.
God, that's cool too. Oy, ay, ay. That's tough. I think what, airborne and you get that uppercut, does that leave you at like a plus 43 scenario? Does that actually constitute as a safe jump when you get him mid-air? I usually think it is, but I haven't been able to do like the lab research myself.
No, that's a good question. I would assume so as well, but I don't know for sure.
It's tough. Either way you put it, dude. ChrisCCH, not airborne.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all.
You see it right there, right? Drew her out of it. And then going into the level 3 Nephew, desperate for the drive gauge, right? Wants to put the level 3 on the board here, get himself back into the green a little bit, get some more freedom to work with.
Oh, you'll sit him down very early too. Yeah, slippery.
Shot.
That's so smart. I like that. Yeah, choosing the movement instead of trying to anti-air it. Like, why leave yourself susceptible to the guess when you can force yourself out of that situation?
Precisely, ChrisCCH. And to recognize it as that, not even with a dry rush, not even with a dash, but for the kill rush. Oh, the DP, it's slow. But he didn't get the right punish. It was that awkward spacing. Chris, he's got a real chance here. Got a little bit of drive meter. He's holding on to it for dear life. Bring him close for the plus frame. DI afterwards. He's got CA on deck. It's going to be a charged knuckle. Do we have the damage? There's no shot, right? Okay, yeah. He didn't spin his drive rush. So he wanted to make sure he had as much drive rush as possible for this next follow-up. CA damage after this. How does Nephew survive?
For the love of God, don't wake up with a level 1. Please don't.
Yeah, that's why.
Mix. Oh!
And ChrisCCH able to take the World Warrior for West Coast numero 2. Well done.
In a very close manner, too, man. That could have been a big guess from the side of Nephew immediately after the flicker had been blocked, right? That's going to be a plus scenario for Ed. Yeah. So I would think to myself, what are going to be the ways I could steal my turn back? Nephew, just a little tad bit reluctant, ended up going for a delayed throw, and that's going to be the way he falters. Out of all the defensive options that Nephew had chosen thus far up until this point from the very beginning of our top 8, he's gone down to something that he's so reluctant to do, which is like tech delayed throw.
Yeah, honestly, he doesn't do that a lot, right? He'd rather bet on other defensive decisions. We've seen him bet on the OD pinwheel. We've seen him bet on the backdash. We've seen him bet on the parry. A lot of the delayed tech, he doesn't like doing that because, again, he likes to be atypical with the responses, right? He's not trying to show you what all the other players show you in terms of choices defensively or offensively. So that's one of the ones that players rely on a lot. So he really felt all the way back. It was the most tense moment of the tournament so far. His tournament life was on the line. Grand Finals was on the line. So he fell back to it. ChrisCCH exploiting that habit in a beautiful fashion.
I think it's pretty neat. Like, as we progress as both like players, commentators, actually players and viewers, right? For those watching along in the chat, like, you kind of know what to expect when it comes to like the certain scenarios of the life gauge, how much bars left in the drive gauge, is also the super. But there's just so many different creative ways towards the end coming from these two individuals that leave us pretty much at a huge shock. And I think it's really great to see.